I'm Quita Culpepper in Austin, and Austin police are asking for the public's help to find a package thief. Officers believe this man on your screen stole more than $130,000 worth of packages from different FedEx holding facilities across Austin. The thefts happened between September of last year and this February. They say he stole the packages by using fake IDs with the names of the people to whom those packages were addressed. KVUE reached out to FedEx to see if it's cooperating with APD's investigation. We have not yet heard back. The city of Hutto is laying the groundwork for a new fire station on the east side of the city limits. It'll be built near the Hutto mega site on Highway 79. KVUE's Jessica Cha spoke with city leaders about the plan and about the concerns the existing emergency services department has about it.
Growth in Hutto is no longer just a projection.
We were ranked 13th fastest growing city in the nation, over 25,000 people, and I don't know if that's slowed down any.
It's a reality that's fast approaching as large industrial businesses like Samsung and Smartbox start to move in nearby. And Mayor Mike Snyder says they aim to keep up.
As cities have expanded, cities incorporate their own city fire departments.
The city currently doesn't have its own fire department. Instead, it's served by Williamson County Emergency Services District Number 3, more commonly known as Hutto Fire Rescue.
I don't think there's anybody that has a complaint with the service of ESD. It's just, again, it's a natural progression. If you look at the bigger cities, they all have their own city fire departments.
So at their May 7th meeting, Hutto city leaders approved the plan to allow their Economic Development Corporation to help.
We're able to do this without raising taxes on everybody, and so we're able to, the EDC has approved purchasing the land and has hired an architect and to design and build a fire station.
There's not much there now, but the station will be 4 miles away from those large industrial facilities. And it's also not far from a new fire station ESD3 says they're already planning to build.
We were already publicly discussing a fire station in this area long before we heard the city talk about a fire station.
Henry Gideon with the ESD board says they were surprised to hear about the city's decision, considering they already cover the area.
My understanding is this was put on their agenda last week with no notice, and based on some of the community responses on Facebook, people are kind of upset about the fact that there was no community input.
Gideon says they already plan to expand in that area and hire more staff to keep up.
I think it's redundancy, and I also think it's a waste of taxpayer dollars.
But Mayor Snyder says their EDC is paying for the costs, and more stations could help all fire services work better.
I would think the ESD would want to help us with what we're doing because, again, we're not here for power. We're not here for other motives. We're literally here to serve the people.
Dealing with growing pains as Hutto expands. Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
The measure approved this week allows Hutto's Economic Development Corporation to start the process of buying the land for the fire station. There's no firm timeline for the city to build it just yet. The most recent STAR test scores from 2025 in Central Texas show a mixed bag for 3 of our area's largest school districts. Students in Austin ISD did better in U.S. history than the year before, but still fell behind Leander and Round Rock ISD scores. And that's even with scores in Leander taking a dip in 2025. All 3 districts improved in biology, but test scores in all 3 districts also got worse in the English and literacy sections of the test. Some Central Texas couples say they are scrambling after their wedding venue suddenly shut down. Desert Door Distillery in Driftwood near Dripping Springs recently closed its doors without warning, leaving them searching for a new place to celebrate their big day. KVUE's Brianna Perez has that story.
Wedding plans now in limbo after one bride says her venue canceled with only months to spare.
It can put a bride in a bind, and it's frustrating.
Monique Aguilar says plans were already underway for their January wedding at Desert Door Distillery until she started seeing other brides-to-be posting about their own bad news.
I see people start commenting saying they canceled us a month out of from our wedding, and then another person put, oh, they canceled a rehearsal dinner for us. We have to find something else. And I was like, what is going on?
After she called and emailed several times, Monique finally received a response saying they are processing her refund immediately, citing difficulties in the economy for the cancellation.
I mean, I had kind of already shared with our whole family where it was going to be at. I put it on our wedding page. Every little part of your wedding planning is an investment, whether it's time or money.
Now that Desert Door has shut their doors, many brides tell me they're left to pick up the pieces. While some brides tell me their weddings are months away, others tell me they learned about the closure just weeks before their big day. They call it a lack of communication and say they are now scrambling to find an alternative.
Yeah, it's still like 8 months out, but I still have to take time off work from here, drive out there because we're not locals, and find something else.
As wedding season ramps up, the Better Business Bureau recommends carefully reviewing contracts before signing, paying close attention to customer service and communication, and understanding how different payment methods can impact your protection if issues arise. They say credit cards offer the most protection, while cash payments should always include a receipt. Peer-to-peer payment apps should be avoided.
It's a big decision. A lot of money's on the line. And arguably, I mean, this is a big season. It's a big time for brides. So you want to make sure that all the dots are checked and all the I's are crossed.
In Driftwood, Brianna Bettis, KVUE News.
Now to a major milestone for Austin. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the capital city's population surpassed 1 million people in 2025. Austin is now the 12th most populous city in the country. There were a little more than 1,002,000 residents in 2025. The city's website has the total population now at 1,035,000. In a statement, Mayor Kirk Watson calls it a historic moment for Austin, adding, quote, one my predecessor, Edwin Waller, probably didn't even think about when he surveyed the site that would eventually become our beloved city back in 1839, end quote. The Central Texas Food Bank is expanding its reach. On Thursday, the nonprofit announced it will merge with Waco-based Shepherd's Heart on June 1st. The nonprofits have partnered for years, and leaders say the merger will help strengthen food access across the 21 counties they both serve. This summer, the Central Texas Food Bank will also open a new 64,000 square foot facility in Waco, featuring an on-site market, emergency services center, commercial kitchen, and workforce training programs. Austin Community College is celebrating its largest graduating class in history. More than 3,700 students graduated. The college hosted 2 ceremonies to accommodate the grads on Thursday. The first ceremony happened in the afternoon at the HEB Center in Cedar Park. The other was held at 7 p.m. The number of grads jumped 12% compared to last year, driven by demand for nurses, teachers, and people working skilled trades. Combined with fall graduates, ACC expects to honor more than 8,000 students this year. And that's all from us here in Austin. Hope you have a great day.